Trenton Harper here, and we're just going through the Generation 1 TangoHotel Pocket Survival Kit. This one's being produced for a friend of mine who's a flight paramedic so that she can carry all of her survival needs in one pocket. This is a lock sack by brand name, Ziploc waterproof bag that it's in. It is actually measuring 7 by 4.5 inches, but really it ends up being the bulk of it, about 6 by less than 4 inches. Weight on that has been pretty steady at 9 ounces. So 9 ounces there. And we'll just go through some of the contents. So pull this apart. And the first priority is just shelter. And we've got one shelter option in here. That is a Survive Outdoors Longer 1-person emergency blanket. Measures 56 by 84 inches, and it's supposed to be 2.9 ounces. That's showing less. So less than 3 ounces there. Also just in the shelter category is 10 foot worth of 1 mil cordage that just gives you lots of options for tying that up if you're doing it other than just wrapping yourself in it. With that, I'll just go ahead and hit on the duct tape too. 8 to 10 feet of duct tape with a hole so that it can easily be used and not wrapped around a pin or something. And that can easily be made into corner grommets for that if you were going to tie it up. Beyond that, we'll go to water. We have a heavy-duty Ziploc bag that'll hold about 700 cc's of water. That's more than half a liter. The bag that it comes in could hold another probably 400 to 500 cc's. And then for water treatment, we have 2 options. We have the Catadine MicroPure tabs, which are chlorine dioxide based, which are the only chemical ones that will actually affect cryptosporidium. Just because they're familiar to other folks, then we have iodine tabs as well, which just have a shorter treatment time, but aren't proven to be effective against cryptosporidium, but 30 minutes versus at least recommended 4-hour treatment time. So we have them both in there. So that's shelter, that's water. On the fire end then, we just have a one-hand sparker along with the necessary tabs, tender tabs that'll get that going. No food options in here, but we'd recommend something in your pocket. And then beyond that, we have signaling and communications. We have 2 pieces of Write in the Rain paper, as well as just a miniature Write in the Rain pen. It'll hold up for you and work really well. Flat keyless whistle, a small handheld signal mirror for ground to air, and then just a simple thing, 4 feet of bright flagging for either marking improvised shelters, marking paths if you have to go off and gather resources or think that you're going to try to navigate yourself out or something, which isn't recommended, but who knows. So I use this all the time out of my kits. And then we have just a small glow stick. These will last, at least in room temperature, 8 to 10 hours. They're really bright. You can use the cordage to attach to that and do a buzz saw where you spin it and get easily a 6-foot light signature for ground to air, especially at night with night vision. It's a great signaling device. You could also just hang it over your shelter if you actually are sleeping. At least then you have a night source all night for any aircraft that might be looking for you. And then beyond that, just a little squeeze one, in addition to probably a flashlight you're carrying in your pocket. And then this one will stay on as well, which is just nice and simple. Beyond that, let's see, we've got compass, and we've got some safety pins just because they're so useful. And then we have a Gerber dime, which is the lightest, smallest, actually useful multi-tool that I've come across. That actually has pliers, also has scissors if you think you need those, but has a decent little blade on it for a small multi-tool. And that is pretty much everything that's in it. Again, 9 ounces. Easily fits in a cargo pocket of a normal flight suit or just EMS or military style pants. And that's all we've got. Thanks a lot.